Howdy everybody, got another knife one here for you. Today we are looking at Spyderco PM3 lightweight. Get some of the basics out of the way here real quick. Overall we're looking at 7.27 inches with a 3-inch blade and a 4.27 inch handle length. We have a overall handle thickness of 0.46 inches. Our blade thickness is 0.14. As you can see, that thing gets fairly thin. Running a full flat grind. CTS BD1N blade steel. A blade steel that I am not as familiar with, but from what I've been researching, it's a very good middle of the road edge retention and corrosion resistant steel. We have a blade width, I'm assuming they're talking about the height, of 1.38 inches from the tallest part, and a handle width of 1.1 inches. And it comes in at a weight of 2.4 ounces. Now we got all the basics out of the way. This was my first Spyderco knife that I bought. I had not been a fan of some of the ones before then that I had handled. There was just something about some of the other knives I didn't like. This one I got on a great deal. And it made me really start to re-look at the company. Sure, as you've seen some of my other reviews, I have more Benchmades than anything. I also really like zero tolerance knives. But this one had me rethinking Spyderco. And that's why I got a PM2 lightweight when they made that. I really enjoy the bidirectional texture that they've got on their, I believe they call it FRN, which is fiber reinforced nylon, if I read everything correctly when I was reading about this. Get you another look around here. As you can see, it's kind of messed up. Well, not messed up, but yeah, I got some marks going on there. I do use this one. Almost every knife that you've seen on my channel is a work knife. They're tools. That's how they're intended. Not saying you can't have your pretty knives. By all means, have your pretty knives. I am not going to tell somebody how to spend their own money. We have Spyderco's wire pocket clip, which is very nice. If you are somebody who wears, in particular, like the Wrangler pants that have the leather piece sewn in on the front pocket, these seem to slip great over top of them going into your pocket, and they have good enough retention that they stay in there all day. Some of the other knives, in fact most of my Benchmades don't like to do that. You got to kind of give them a little bit with the lifting up on it. I will say this knife has been fantastic. It is very smooth. Through my own doings, this knife is no longer centered, and I can get it recentered. However, it doesn't affect me, so I've just kind of left it as it sits. I've put it back center before. I'm pretty sure I messed something up and it does drift. If you have one, please let us know in the comments if yours also does drift a little bit. I don't believe most of them do. Spyderco is a company known for good quality. The compression lock, I really enjoy, because you can have a good grip on it and then and it's right back in your pocket when you're done with it. I will say the PM3 is a little on the small side for my hand. It's not unusable, but it is just a smaller knife, and you could choke up here on it. I don't like that. There's something, it could just be a me problem. I'm always afraid I'm going to slip off and catch my finger on that blade. Down here, still fits great. I'm able to get a good grip on the knife. It is very easy to sharpen. I've never had an issue putting another edge on this blade after I've dulled it up. I'm not the easiest person in the world on my work knives. This knife comes back great sharpening it. Overall, been very happy with the knife. Unfortunately, since they made the PM2 lightweight, this knife has seen very, very little pocket time for me. It is still a fantastic knife. I can highly recommend them to anyone who is looking at getting one. I will say, if you have, easiest way to describe it, if you're in between a medium and a large glove for most companies, get it in your hand, check and see if that one or the PM2 lightweight would be better for you. They're both fantastic. Can't speak highly enough of either one of these knives. As I said though, I don't exactly have overly large hands, and this knife does feel a little small to me. Get you another look around here on it. As I said, blade holds up great. It is not a delicate little thing. You know, you see that come out to that very fine point there. Perfectly fine. Knife is plenty tough enough. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day. It's Friday when I'm recording this. I'm not 100% sure when I'll upload it. Hope everybody has a good weekend. And if it's not the weekend when this goes up, I hope you have a good weekend next weekend.